What's up, Spud Nation? Happy Monday to everyone. Let's take on this week. I hope you all had a great weekend. I know I sure did. I'm going to let you guys know a little bit what I did this weekend. I went to a kickboxing event on Saturday. I'm sure a few of you have watched the interviews I did. Matt Brown, Bryce Sternhagen, and Josh Brown. Got to go to the event, covered the event, taped the event, interviewed all the fighters there. It was a great time. Have some great photos. Have a great video to post. You guys are going to be able to watch the fights as they happened on Saturday right here on the website. I am very excited about that. My film lady, bearsolis.com, does a great job. She's editing it, getting it ready, putting it online. It's going to be ready for you this week. Get ready, some great fight action. You guys are going to appreciate it. All my guys went 3-0. Matt won the main event. Josh, he did his thing, handled it, beat Nick Brown, and of course Bryce, he won the opening fight of the night. It was a great night for Fox Valley Grappling Club. Great to get to know those guys, and it was awesome to see them come out victorious on Saturday night. It was a great event, great atmosphere. I loved it. The MMA type atmosphere is something that you can definitely get addicted to. I thought it was a fun time, and I hope to be covering more and more of those type events and showing them to you, Spud Nation. So look forward to that coming up this week. Alright, we have sports coach gear available for all of you. Hit up the website, contact me, Craig at thesportscoach.com. If you're interested, I'm rocking the black hoodie right now. We have navy, we have dark gray, which looks fantastic. We also have t-shirts. And now, rocking the sports coach hat. Sharp looking hat. Very excited about the clothing line that's coming out. Spud Nation, it's all about you. Rep the gear. Let me know if you want some. Craig at thesportscoach.com. Hit me up on Facebook, Twitter. You know how to get a hold of me. It's all about you, the fans. That's what this website's all about. Alright, speaking of the fans, we have March Madness only 2 weeks away. Let me know. Going to be a big pool. Start telling your friends. The more people that enter, the better. Spud Nation, you're going to have a great time entering the pool. Start spreading the word now. Do it up big. Let's have a great time doing it. Alright, NFL Combines happen this weekend. So let's get really excited about some average players. It happens every year. Someone shines during the Combine and jumps just ridiculous leaps and bounds on the draft board. Places that they shouldn't end up. Teams get really excited and they pull the trigger on them way too early in drafts. Well, let the hype begin. ESPN's going crazy about all this stuff. NFL Network, they all are getting really caught up in the Combine. How about we take a step back and look at what they did on the field? I know Jake Locker. Everyone is so excited about his 40 time. Well, let's take a look back at his senior year at Washington. He was awful, to say the least. He could have came out the year before, been the #1 pick in the draft, but he decided to stay. Wrong decision, big guy. Your draft stock dropped immensely, and that's because you didn't perform. Jake Locker is not a first-round quarterback, and maybe his 40-yard dash time will get teams excited enough to take a chance that early on him. They're ridiculous if they do that. Get used to it. All the hype, all the players that are just going to jump leaps and bounds on draft boards because of how many bench presses they can do, how fast they can run the cones, how fast they can run the 40, or how high they can jump. I say you take a look at their game film, see what kind of people they are, and pull the trigger because of that. Cam Newton, yeah, I know a lot of people are skeptical of this kid. He brings a lot of baggage. You know, he's a diva. Look at how he plays. He wins, and he wins in a very, very tough college conference. The guy can come in, he can play. We know he's athletically gifted. He obviously has a decent head on his shoulders because every interview you listen to this guy, he can talk. He's decent. Bring this kid in. It looks like the Buffalo Bills. That's a high draft pick, Cam Newton. Let's see if you impress them enough. Now, with your awesome combine skills, plus your great year in college football, Cam Newton looks like he's going to be the pick as the #1 quarterback taken in this year's draft. All right, Saturday, NCAA hoops action. Wouldn't you know it, the #1 team goes down. Nobody wants to win on the weekends. It just seems like they continue to fall over and over again. Here's a list. Yes, an entire list of the upsets that happened on Saturday. Colorado over Texas. Well, there goes the team that I've been hyping up for the past 3-4 weeks. Kansas State beats Missouri. Kansas State, they're starting to walk the walk. They've been talking all season long, came in really highly ranked. Guess what? Kansas State is playing some good basketball, and it's basically because of Jacob Pullen, one of the better players in the country. He is putting Kansas State on his back, and they are winning. He's putting up big numbers. Kansas State is going to be a scary, scary team in the NCAA tournament if they continue to play this kind of basketball. You watch out. Kansas State going to make some noise. Kentucky beats Florida. Kentucky, those young guys, yeah, it's a lot of peaks and valleys, but they're freshmen. What do you expect? When they play well, Kentucky is a very, very talented team. BYU, San Diego State. BYU beats San Diego State. What a great game. It was phenomenal to watch. I was so happy that they got into the national spotlight. Both these teams are very good and are going to do well in the NCAA tournament. UCLA continues to roll, and Arizona continues to tumble. UCLA gets a big win, much needed. Arizona continues to lose. I bump them up into my top 10, and they just tanked. They lost both games this week. Guess what? Out of the top 10. St. John's, the hottest team in the country, beats Villanova, continues to climb the ladder in the Big East. St. John's on fire. Steve Lavin, you are doing an amazing job over there at St. John's. And the #1 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils. Virginia Tech knocks Duke down. I don't know what was going on with Duke. But, again, the #1 team does not want to be there. So, it's going to be someone new this week. And the weekend didn't end there. Sunday, Louisville. Yes, Louisville. They beat Pittsburgh. Both these teams are good. Both tournament bound. But Louisville, big win over Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a very tough team. And Louisville, they keep overcoming adversity. They get injured. Someone new steps up. Great job, Louisville. Rick Pitino, amazing job, head coach. All right, Monday night we got some big games going on. Villanova going into Notre Dame. Huge game in the Big East. Notre Dame, I love what they bring to the table. A bunch of seniors. But Villanova, they have Corey Fisher, one of the better guards in the country. Can fill it up before you blink an eye. Notre Dame's going to get the win. It's at home. Too many seniors. They're a very solid team. Kansas State going into Texas. This would be a premier win on Kansas State's resume. You get Kansas State over Texas, they can lose the rest of the way out, and Kansas State will be in the NCAA tournament. Look for this to be a hard-fought game, and you know what? I'm flipping a coin here. I'm going to give it to Texas. They're at home. They're still my favorite to win the NCAA tournament, but the way Kansas State is playing, the way Pullen's playing, it's going to be a very good game to watch. If you have an opportunity, check that game out. It's going to be good basketball. All right, we're going to end the show today with our Spud 10. This is who I think is the nation's 10 best teams. #1, Ohio State. By default, Ohio State continues to roll. Big win today, and Ohio State's good. You know, they're a good team. #2, BYU. Yes, BYU. I know they play a cupcake schedule, but they got a big win this weekend. You put a top 10 team in front of them, BYU rose to the occasion. Jimmer Fredette didn't have his greatest game shooting, but he facilitated. Passed the ball off 9 dimes that game. Great job, Jimmer Fredette and BYU. keep on rolling, fellas. Number 3, Kansas Jayhawks. What can I say? Kansas, I dropped them in the poll last week. They climb due to teams losing, and they keep winning. Number 4, Purdue. I love Purdue. Two-headed monster, Etwan Moore, Juwan Johnson. They have good talent around them. They're going to be tough to beat come NCAA tournament time. Number 5, Notre Dame. Like I said, senior laden, led by Ben Hansborough. Great job. Keep rolling, Notre Dame. Number 6, Texas. The Longhorns tumbled this week. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you lose. You lose a big game, you go in there with a big lead over Colorado, and you blow it. So, Texas, you drop to number 6. I still think Texas is the best team in the country, though, right now. They can defend, they can score, just a very solid team. Number 7, the Dukies. From number 1 to number 7, but they lost to a Virginia Tech team. They should have destroyed that Virginia Tech team. I don't care where it was played. Played at home, played in the parking lot, played anywhere. Duke should have beat that team. Duke has way more talent. They're coached by one of the best head coaches in college basketball. You got to hit shots, Duke, and you got to be able to defend. So, you drop from 1 to 7. Number 8, St. John's. This is where the controversy comes in. ESPN will never have the balls to do this. I will. St. John's jumps into the top 10. They're the hottest team around, and they're beating good teams. They play in the Big East, for goodness sakes. The Big East, the best conference in the country, night in and night out. It's a dogfight, and St. John's continues to win. Look at their resume. They've beaten huge teams, yes, on their home floor, but still big wins for St. John's. St. John's cracks my top 10. Number 9, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, tough loss today. Obviously lost to a good team in Louisville. Dropped them in the polls a little bit, but still a very solid team. And number 10, Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin jumps into the top 10 due to some teams losing. San Diego State was right there, but giving it to Wisconsin. Wisconsin wins over the weekend, therefore throwing themselves into the top 10. It's not pretty basketball, but it gets it done. There you go, Spud Nation. That's today's show. I hope you all have a great Monday. Hope your week goes well. You know what? Keep checking back. It's going to be a big week here on the Sports Couch. I can't wait for you all to be able to view the fights. You're going to enjoy them. It's going to be a great time. And by all means, hit me up. Craig@thesportscoach.com. Email me with any questions, comments, concerns, any show ideas. If you have any interviews you want to pass my way, send them my way. Also, if you're interested in hoodies, t-shirts, fitted hats, let me know. Get it all done right here at thesportscoach.com. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Check back tomorrow. Can't wait to see you. Till then, we're out.